In this tutorial we will create normal maps to create such beautiful tiles like this one. These look really photorealistic, and the reason is it's not only the tiles itself, it's also the lighting. You see the gap between those tiles and the light is behaving correctly there and it's breaking. The reason for that is a normal map. You maybe already seen it in the standard shader. There is one slot for the normal map. You just drag and drop it there and it's like magic. So it calculates the lighting and how the lighting is reflected in this area. You can create this normal map and diffuse map in Unity, and I will show you how. Okay, let's go. Let's create a simple object. So we add a cube, scale it by some random factor, and then we go and move it. There we go. So it's slightly smaller than the plate here. I will duplicate it, and there we go. Shift D duplicates it, grab Y 0.5, you can just type it, no, grab Y -1, there we go. So these 4 tiles can be selected and joined by Ctrl J. Hit enter and there we go, we have an object. I go into the edit mode and scale it down until we are here. Now let's add a modifier to it. Go to object mode, select this modifier, make it add more segments to it. So that looks good. Yes, this is really what I'm looking for. So let's add some materials. The floor tiles should be black in my case, so I will use this black color and let's go into shaded mode. We will go for the Eevee renderer right now. And there we go. Now we can better see the result. Then I go to this plate here and say, okay, I need a new material and this should be some grayish color. And this one should have a little bit of specular. And this one is 0 watt. And yes, there we go. Looks quite right. How can we export this into Unity? So we will duplicate the plane and yeah, we can move it wherever we want. So for example here. And now what we will do is project this object to this plane here. Okay. So this plane now has this grayish color. We will delete it. Create a new material, name this render, and let's go. First of all, we need this image view, or you can take the UV editor, it doesn't matter. One of those two, say new image, and we will call this normal. Okay, and we create a new image and call this diffuse. Okay, you can have more than that, but we will start with the diffuse one. Okay, now we have this thing selected, which is our render, and we say, okay, the base color should be an image texture, and the image texture is a diffuse. And the same goes for normal. We say, okay, this is an image texture. We don't have it here, but we have it here in our shader editor. And there we go, this is a diffuse. And we add an image texture. And the way we're doing this is always add a normal map. So let's check the normal map. Image texture goes in, normal map goes out, and we select the normal. Okay. So we will always bake the image we are selecting, so the node for. So for example, let's start with the diffuse. Select the diffuse. Make sure here is the diffuse visible. It's not necessary, but it's better so that we have a comparison. Now let's select these two objects and then the render object. And now the render object here, plane 2, is active. It's white. The other ones are great, but still selected. Okay, we change to cycles because what we will do now is baking. And you see this bake option. This bake option only appears in cycles. We choose diffuse and only the color. We don't want to affect this render by light in any way. This will do, Unity will do this for us. And we say selected to active. So we select those two and the last one will be the result. So we will bake into the diffuse. And after a while you see this is our final render. Not spectacular, but we can save this. Okay, let's go for the next one. Select the normal, say blend type normal, and now I have to explain one thing. Blender always bakes the OpenGL normal, you see it here. And if you want to export it to Unity, everything is fine because they are using the normal map for OpenGL. If you're using the Unreal Engine, switch this to -y and you have the normal map ready for the Unreal Engine. Look at your engine, ask what they are using, and then bake it and apply it. Okay, here we have our diffuse and normal map. Beautiful. So let's create a new material, and there we go. The albedo goes to the diffuse and the normal goes to the normal map. So you should make sure to say, okay, this texture type is a normal map, apply it. Otherwise it will look weird. And now we can apply it here. And there you see. So this looks a little bit 3D. So even though it's completely flat, you can see the space between those tiles look a little bit deeper. And yeah, this is what we did. So now we have a nice texture. We can use it wherever we want. This looks a little bit more photorealistic. And this is a way better method than creating these in image program or something like that. Just bake it in your Blender. And you can also do it for 3D. So maybe let's get rid of these and see what we got. So we have a cube. We duplicate the cube. And the second cube, we will go to the sculpt mode and maybe select here dynamic topologies, make it a little bigger. Yeah, maybe start by adding some details here. For example, a smiley on this side here and an X here and maybe a hole. That's what it looks like. If I take it off here, so here we have two holes, something that sticks out, and this is our high poly model. And we can select the other cube, this one, and this is our low poly model. And what we just do is we go to the object mode again, select the high poly model, then the low poly model, and we go to the rendering, again, cycles. Maybe we create a new image, new, normal 2. Okay, go here, create a new material 7, it's okay for us right now. A normal map node. Image texture, just select normal 2. You do not have to do this. This is just to see the result. You can just leave it unconnected. It's only important that you select this. And then you go to cycles render, bake type, normal. Select it to active. This means first the big one, then the low poly selected, and just click on bake. So there we go. This is our result, and it works for the holes, but not for the things that stick out. And you have to specify a ray distance here, maybe 1, so that these are visible too. Don't make them too big, especially for the holes. This can create new artifacts, so you should really enter the height of the things that stick out. But that's it. Yeah, that's our normal map. So here we go again. Import settings, normal map. Create a new material, drag and drop it here. And then drag and drop it on the cube. The material, not the texture. And then you see it here everywhere. So here are the holes and here's the face. Why doesn't it look like in Blender? Because the cube has different UV map than our cube here. You can also say, okay, I want this low poly cube, export it as FBX. And here we have our cube. Drag and drop it. There we go. Just give it the material we need. And here we are. So it looks really 3D. Some kind of. It's not really 3D. But if you have a look at the wireframe, there are nearly no polys used. And yeah, that's how you bake a normal map. How you really create them from scratch. And how you can create beautiful materials, photorealistic materials with it. Subscribe to my channel to get more straight to the point tutorials.